Life isn't always easy, especially for teenagers trying to find their place in the world. For Liam, a 15-year-old boy with a kind heart and a love for drawing, the school had become a place of constant challenge. What once was a place of learning and discovery had turned into something much darker, a daily struggle to endure the cruelty of others. Liam had always been a little different. He was quiet, thoughtful, and more comfortable sketching in his notebook than talking in large groups. He wasn't the kind of kid to seek attention, but somehow he became the target of relentless bullying. Day after day, he endured taunts, cruel jokes, and whispers behind his back. It chipped away at his confidence, making him feel smaller and smaller with each passing day. One afternoon, after an especially difficult day at school, Liam decided to stop at a small café near his house. He often found solace there, sitting in the corner with his sketchbook, escaping into the world of his drawings. The café was his safe space, a place where the world felt just a little kinder. He ordered a hot chocolate and settled into his favorite corner booth. Pulling out his sketchbook, he lost himself in the world of superheroes and fantasy landscapes. Drawing was his escape, the one thing that made him feel powerful in a world that often felt overwhelming. As he sketched, he didn't notice the man who had just walked in. Dressed simply, with a warm smile and an unmistakable charm, the man ordered a coffee and glanced around the cafe. His eyes fell on Liam, and something about the boy's quiet focus caught his attention. That man was Tom Hiddleston. Tom was in town for a film shoot and had stopped by the cafe for a quick break. But as he watched Liam draw, he saw something that reminded him of his own younger self. A quiet kid with a big imagination and a love for storytelling. Tom walked over to Liam's table, his coffee in hand. "Mind if I sit here?" he asked with a gentle smile. Liam looked up, startled. It took him a moment to realize who was standing in front of him. His eyes widened in shock. You're Tom Hiddleston." Tom chuckled. "Guilty as charged. What are you drawing?" Liam hesitated, then turned his sketchbook around to show Tom his latest creation, a superhero he had been working on for weeks. The character was bold and strong, a symbol of everything Liam wished he could be. "This is incredible," Tom said, genuinely impressed. "You've got real talent." Liam's cheeks flushed with pride. For the first time in what felt like forever, someone was seeing him. Not the bullied kid at school, but the artist he was inside. They talked for a while, and Liam found himself opening up in a way he hadn't in a long time. He told Tom about his love for drawing, his dreams of becoming a comic book artist, and the struggles he faced at school. Tom listened carefully, nodding as Liam spoke, his eyes filled with understanding. "I know what it's like to feel out of place," Tom said. "When I was your age, I felt the same way. But you know what? Those differences are what make you special. They're your superpower." Liam's eyes welled up with tears. He had never thought of it that way before. Tom reached into his pocket and pulled out a business card. "I have a friend who works in publishing. How about I show them your work? I think they'd love to see what you can do." Liam could hardly believe what he was hearing. "Really? You'd do that for me?" "Of course," Tom said. "Talent like yours deserves to be seen." The cafe fell silent for a moment as Liam processed what had just happened. This wasn't just a random act of kindness. It was a life-changing moment. But Tom wasn't done yet. He stood up and called the cafe manager over. "Can I get everyone's attention for a second?" he said. His voice calm but commanding, the cafe went quiet as all eyes turned to him. "I just want to say how important it is to support each other," Tom began. "We all have challenges, and we all have dreams. And sometimes all it takes is a little encouragement to change someone's life. He smiled at Liam. And I think we've got a future artist right here among us. The cafe erupted in applause. Liam couldn't help but smile, tears streaming down his face. For the first time in a long time, he felt seen, supported, and proud of who he was. Tom stayed for a while longer, talking with Liam, and even helping him refine one of his sketches. They exchanged more ideas, and Tom shared stories from his own life about overcoming rejection and learning to embrace what made him unique. Each story inspired Liam to believe in himself even more. Before leaving, Tom gave Liam a hug and whispered, "You've got this. Never stop drawing." The story didn't end there. True to his word, Tom connected Liam with his friend in publishing. A few months later, Liam's work was featured in an online art showcase, where it caught the attention of a major comic book publisher. Liam's life was never the same. The bullied kid who once sat alone in the corner booth was now a rising star in the world of art. He continued to create, each piece more powerful than the last, drawing strength from his journey and the people who believed in him. Every time he told his story, he made sure to mention the kind stranger who believed in him when he needed it most. Sometimes it just takes one person to remind you of your worth. For Liam, that person was Tom Hiddleston. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming moments. See you next time.